Konnichiwa, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to talk about, have we got the right balance in the sales team? So let's get going. This is the fourth year of the Sales Japan Series podcast, and we are broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku. It is Chic Central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guide committed to your success, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, the best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, will be released shortly. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive COVID-19. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentation Japan Series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan Series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan Series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 237. Today, we're talking about, do you have enough grey hairs in the sales team in Japan? Japan is a very hierarchical society. I'm getting older, so I appreciate the respect for age and stage we can enjoy here. Back in my native Australia, older people are thought of having little of value to say or contribute. It is a youth culture down under, and only the young have worth. You old so-and-so, you don't know anything, is reflective of the mood and thinking. As a training company in Japan, we have to be mindful of who we put in front of a class and in front of clients. If the participants are mainly male and older, then it is difficult to have a young female trainer or salesperson allocated to that company. That young woman is going to be talented and effective as a trainer because our trainer development system is so demanding. She's also going to be highly skilled in sales because we teach sales. Doesn't matter. The HR people or the line manager complains because the class members don't feel young people have anything to teach them or are qualified to sell them anything. I was reminded of this recently when trying to allocate trainers and salespeople for certain companies. We have a lot of internal trainers and salespeople who are under 35 and a few who are over 45. So there is an imbalance. One of my senior guys has suddenly quit. He was performing both functions, so it is a double loss. As our older team members age, they have seen their kids leave the home and they have their aged parents to worry about. The life of a small business owner is always like this. There is never an equilibrium or a period of extended stability with staffing. Just when you think you have it working like a smoothly oiled machine, in goes a wrench, and the whole thing comes to a shuddering halt. The transfer of responsibilities for clients between staff is not that easy. It goes both directions too. We have staff who build strong personal relationships with counterparties, and then their interlocutor is moved to another function and a replacement appears. Often, this can mean the end of the relationship with that firm, as the new broom have their preferred suppliers and you are not one of them. You also imagine that within the client big firms, there is a seamless transfer between their staff for that part of the business. Not so. I was dealing with a big multinational. To my amazement, the new person had absolutely no knowledge of what we had been doing for them in terms of training. Obviously, there was no handover of the tasks, and things had been going less smoothly as a result. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Our show today is brought to you by, on May 14th, Leading and Managing Program, on the 18th of May, Time Management, 21st of May, Developing Subordinates, or 28th of May, Communicating with Different Personality Styles. You can find out more about those programs on our website at enjapan.dalecarnegie.com, and you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, the Bible for Selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, we have over 1,000 for you there on Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. And don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. Normally in Japan, we try to recruit younger people. However, we have to also be flexible and look to hire older staff, the venerable grey hairs, who can gain the respect of the clients. Trying to maintain the right balance between the generations is not that easy. Also, anytime we have to replace someone as a salesperson, then we can draw a big red line diagonally across each month of the calendar for the next 18 months. They will not be particularly productive for that period of time. Learning the business, really understanding the products. Now, methodology takes a lot of time. They also have to build their own client base, and that doesn't happen in a hurry. It takes about the same period of time to see someone make their way through the Dale Carnegie labyrinth of trainer certification. It is an arduous, challenging process, and not everyone is suited to become a trainer. The skills for selling and training have similarities, but there's also that X factor of personality needed to become accepted by clients. The infamous and elusive Plan B needs to be dusted off, and then we can move into action. The problem is we don't spend any time thinking about negative circumstances that require a Plan B. Also, the mix of possibilities across the range of staff is so complex. How can you effectively anticipate what happens next? Nevertheless, I quickly realized I need multiple Plan Bs ready to go in case of changes in the team complexion. I usually spend a minus amount of time thinking about those myriad possibilities because I'm too busy doing other things in the business. I will need to do better in this regard and have an update process scheduled throughout the year rather than leaving it to surprise announcements of staff departure to stir me to action. How about your case? How are your multiple Plan B development scenarios going? Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, please work on your karma and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned today. Use it and go out there and survive. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner committed to your success here in Nippon.